Okay, this will be an interesting one. It's in black and white. We're going to do it in colour, but we're going to do something funny to it in colour. And hopefully it'll turn up a treat. It's hard to tell until you actually do it. Now, size-wise, that looks like an A6, but we're not going to go all the way up to A4. We're just going to go here. So it'll become an A5 in size. And let's see if we can make this look a real treat. Right, I think we'll leave those out. Oh, fuck off. Damn this fucking... It's easy to hit the buttons when you're trying to scroll. It's really dumb. It's a really dumb system that Konica Minolta have kind of like devised. It's really dumb. It's like totally wrong. It's all there to make money. It's a gimmick. People think it's meant to simulate a mobile phone user interface, which is really dumb. It's a dumb idea. Konica Minolta. So fuck you, Konica Minolta. We're going to leave that on 0. And they're going to sharpen it. Contrast. We're going to use contrast. Going to leave contrast at neutral. We're not going to make too much out of this. We're going to do something interesting. Let's see what we got. We've done this before. It is. It's black and white, lots of grayscale, and it's Beck and Dotty, hair and makeup artists. Probably a posh little boutique-y sort of place, which cost me too much. Anyway, we're going to just do this. We're going to put it on the glass, and we're going to do something funny to Beck and Dotty. So we're going to make Dotty look really dotty. Okay, let's see what we can do with Beck and Dotty. So here goes the scan. So it goes Beck and Dotty, down they go. And we're going to see if we can make this come out looking colourful as well as... So it won't be totally black and white. Hopefully we'll see heaps of colour. Because what happens when you move, it somehow breaks up the colours. It separates them a bit. And it looks really nice. It goes from being just black and white. And you can see very much that there are colours breaking out, and this fine grayscale print works well with this technique, so it looks really nice. It's very rhythmic. It's almost like an op art feel. Let's see if we can make a better position for that. See if we can make it, see if we can just slide it along like that. See how we go. It's experimental. Trying to use motion can be a challenge, but this is a technique that's been going on for a long time, long before this so-called high technology. This movement process, or should I say technique, has been around probably almost since the dawn of the modern photocopier, and basically that's what artists have been using for decades to create really cool effects, is this motion. But I don't think they had the same kind of... it was mainly done in black and white and full colour, but full colour was a different thing back then. It was 3 scans on the Xerox 50... what is it called? The 6500. The Xerox 6500 was a full colour machine, but it wasn't quite full colour. It didn't have black. It was what's known as an analog machine. And basically, but that looks quite nice. It's a lot more subtle, this one. The colour, except for that bit there. But we didn't move it as fast. But I think we can call that quits. But basically, back in the old days, back in the 70s, they had the Xerox 6500. And the machine would scan the image 3 times. One for magenta, one for cyan, one for yellow. I don't know if that's the right order. And then it would all get put... And if you moved your original, you break up the colours, but in a different manner. The colours can become separated, but this one is not quite the same. It does it in one scan. And also the old Canon and Xerox colour copiers of the 80s and the 90s, or at least the Canon had their full colour laser machines in the mid to late 80s and well into the 90s, and basically they scanned in a similar fashion, except they had a black scan as well as the 3 process colours. And again, you could break the colours up by substituting different originals for each scan, but you can't do it on this kind of machine. And basically, but the thing is, when you do move it, you can get a really relatively subtle breakup process. So we're just going to admire this one up close, because the colour breakup is a lot more subtle than the other two, and except for this part, which I really, 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 really like, the hair, the bun, and down there, but mainly the bun, it looks really nice. So I think we can call that one quits.